What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? This is Yix here at Magna Crypto, back again for another video. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at some very interesting news articles, so stick around and let's get this show on the road. So let's start this video off with talking about Cardano. Very interesting development in the Cardano ecosystem. Now, my critique with Cardano for a while is not the potential of its technology, but seeing more evidence of actual use case, in actual production, as compared with Cosmos, which has many live production use cases absolutely thriving. So to see this, and this has been in the works for quite a long time, so they've clearly been doing some great work in the background, but this partnership with the Ethiopian government has been spoken about for, I think, maybe 1 to 2 years, so definitely a significant amount of time. So what has happened now, let's go through it, is Ethiopia's blockchain-based education transformation is a key milestone on IOHK's mission to provide economic identities and employment, social and financial services for the digitally excluded. After 5 years of R&D, Cardano is now mature enough to underpin a blockchain solution which can scale to serve an entire national population. So what they're going to do is implement a national blockchain-based student and teacher ID attainment recording system to digitally verify grades, remotely monitor school performance, and boost education employment nationwide. So IOHK's Atala Prism identity solution will enable authorities to create tamper-proof records of educational performance across 3,500 schools, 5 million students, and 750,000 teachers to pinpoint the location and cause of educational underachievement and allocate educational resources effectively. And the aim is to provide all students with blockchain verified digital qualifications to reduce fraudulent university and job applications and increase social mobility by allowing employers to verify all applicants' grades without third-party agency. So it's pretty clear what's going on. I mean, it doesn't require too much further explanation, but in Ethiopia and a lot of African nations, there's a lot of fraud going on. You can easily, create some fake application, fake documents. So this is a massive use case that they're doing over there. And of course, on blockchain, as they said, it's tamper-proof. You cannot change it, you can't alter it. Once it's there, it's there. And if they can make that a use case that is widely adopted, as they're doing with was it 5 million, 3,500 schools, 5 million students, 750,000 teachers. This is gonna, pave the way for a lot of development in the country of Ethiopia. There's gonna be a lot of legitimacy in schools, and especially for students that can't prove, look, these are my actual grades, because of all the fraud going on there. They can now say, look, it's verified on the blockchain, no fraud, not being tampered with, and this allows them to even maybe get work internationally. If they can take this to other countries, say, look, this is verified, this is real. So it's very positive for the country of Ethiopia and wherever it's happening. And if this becomes a success, this can be adopted across Africa. And again, the impact this will have is going to be huge, because the people in Africa, of course, are widely known for being underdeveloped in terms of the services and facilities. So this will allow them to actually develop their own countries, whether it's education and qualification. This leads to economic growth in the long run, and ultimately for us investors, is going to add huge value to the Cardano ecosystem, to the Cardano token ADA. So it's a win-win on across all platforms. So very encouraging to see. Definitely take a look at this article to understand more about this. Next, we have an article relating to one of the projects that I've covered, and that is Serum token, and it's become one of the latest embankment freed empire to turn heads. So essentially, you know, it's made new all-time highs. Of course, very good to see as a holder of the SRM token. And the article basically says they're not quite sure why it's gone up, and you know, they try to link it maybe towards, you know, the FTX exchange or Sam Bankman now being the name of the Miami Heat's stadium, so massive publicity. I did cover that, and that could be a reason. I mean, that is what it does. It's a massive PR stunt. It gets the name out, gets the word out. So there could definitely be that. But for me, at the end of the day, it comes down to Sam Bankman-Friedman and his team at FTX Exchange. And this quote sums it up brilliantly. And this is my thesis as well. Traders perhaps saw Alameda research-related names such as safe havens during last week's crypto market sell-off. And you know, when someone creates fantastic product, you will normally associate everything else that they make with that standard. So, you know, they've created the FTX exchange, they created Solana, the blockchain, super fast, highly scalable, and they also created, of course, the decentralized exchange, Serum. So, you know, you relate that kind of level of excellence with everything that they make, and in my opinion, that's part of the reason why I invested in Project Serum, because everything else that they've made has been highly successful. So that could definitely be a factor as to why the token is doing so well. It skyrocketed in the last week or so, and in my opinion, these are long-term holds. I also hold the FTT token, the token that's used on the FTX exchange, and it has done extremely well since I started holding it around $3. And you'll probably continue. It's like holding the Binance coin. The more success the exchange gets, the more success the more usage the token has. So the increased value it will retain. So again, very, very good to see that the token is doing well. To continue on with the article, key talking point at Serum is that it provides a user experience similar to what traders see on big centralized cryptocurrency exchanges. That could make the project more attractive to traders who seek transactions that are faster and cheaper, but also easier to use when compared with other decentralized exchanges such as PancakeSwap on the Binance-backed blockchain, Binance Smart Chain. So again, relating back to their level of excellence, they're looking at what traders really want and the problems that they're having. So this is why they made Project Serum, because of all the inefficiencies of decentralized exchanges, and they went to sort that with Project Serum, make it faster, make it close to what traders and investors actually want for a decentralized exchange. So essentially the article continues on about different reasons relating to the company. Moving on though, Ocean Protocol, one of our favorite picks. Big announcement, it's now running on the MoonBeam network, and for those that don't know, MoonBeam is an EVM compatible smart contract platform on Polkadot. So it essentially brings any Ethereum based applications, dApps, and makes it allows it to be transferred to Polkadot. That's a very simplified version of saying it, because I like to make things simple. I live in a simple world. I don't like complications, so let's keep it simple. Continuing on though, the Ocean deployment includes Ocean smart contracts, Ocean's services, and Ocean market. It's a demonstrator for Ocean on MoonBeam. As MoonBeam network progresses beyond alpha status, Ocean will follow up with a full-fledged deployment bridge and more. So the project of getting Ocean protocol to Polkadot is moving on very nicely. So when Polkadot fully goes live, just know Ocean Protocol will benefit from having access to that platform. Very, very bullish to see. Ocean Protocol have said that they want to basically be on everything and be able to leverage data on all platforms. So essentially, if Polkadot smashes it with the launch of parachains, then Ocean Protocol will piggyback off that. So very, very good to see. Let's finish off with having a quick look at the market. In the last breakdown, I did mention this level over here is going to be very crucial. So Bitcoin essentially is looking like it is at a crossroads, because if it's not able to get past this level, then it may get slapped back down towards the 0.5 level, towards the 618, and even towards the 786. So it's looking a bit worrying at the moment. We're going to see more clearly what it wants to do carry on going forward, but it is looking worrying. Moving over to the daily time frame, we can see more clearly that rejection, massive sell, not massive, but a good amount of sell side pressure pushing it down. So we're going to see now if this is just a temporary setback, or can it smash past this level. It used to be support, it has now becomes resistance. So worst case scenario is, or the bull case is going to be get slapped back down towards, as I said, that 0.5 extension, which will be the next level, will be at 44, 45k. Conversely, we have Ethereum doing extremely well, basically just shy of our target of 2800, which equals to 2x the previous all-time high. Beautiful candle. You know, probably get a correction soon, but it's looking very, very bullish right now. This kind of step ladder pattern right here got eaten up beautifully. It was definitely a kind of make or break in my opinion, and it's made it. So good to see that. As I said, I probably expect some kind of retracement before continuing on, but it's looking quite bullish actually. It looks quite, on the daily, it looks bullish to even smash past that towards 2800, towards 3000, which will be the next major target. So let's just kind of mark that out over there. Make it a nice green color, of course. So it's looking good to break to the upside. Let's have a quick look at Serum as we covered that today. So it did make new all-time highs. There was a good amount of sell side pressure, however. So looking at it now, it's probably due to test the previous high at around $8.50. So that's how it's looking from the daily time frame. It's looking like it wants to test that level before potentially carrying on to the upside. If we look at it from the daily perspective, the weekly, my apologies, is looking much more bearish actually. That massive wick, a lot of sell side pressure, a lot of people taking profits, might end up pushing it down further. So got to be careful here. We might be celebrating a little bit too early. This level, as long as it holds this level though, I think we should be in the clear. This is going to be that make or break. If it holds above here, then we should be good to continue on going higher. Quick look at Ocean Protocol. So it's actually looking quite similar to Bitcoin. You know, we had the reversal, and then we have a previous support level acting as a resistance. So the only difference is it doesn't look like there is as much sell side pressure compared to Bitcoin. The other thing is, I did mention this in a previous breakdown, it tapped the 786 level perfectly and reversed very nicely. So it had a good chance of testing that previous high of $1.60. That might still be on. We have to see how it progresses throughout the week. It's still in the process of rebounding. Moving over to daily, we can see during that reversal, it found a high and now it's testing that high. So if it can break past here, then it's got a good chance, as I said, to continue on towards 160. So far it's looking good. From the rejection, it's looking like it wants to break past towards the upside. So let's see how it wants to continue. There's a couple of rejections here at 143. So we probably want to see a break of that ASAP, otherwise it might get pushed back down. So far so good, I would say. Still on track for 160, but it needs to get past this level ASAP, otherwise it might look bearish. Long term though, of course, Ocean Protocol is definitely a hold. It's going to do very well. I think $5 to $10 is my price target for Ocean Protocol, especially as we discussed the move over to or through MoonBeam to Polkadot. It's going to be a huge move with the launch of Parachain. So Ocean Protocol for the win. So hopefully you got some value from this video, and see you in the next one. Peace.